I just got this in the mail, UPS or FedEx, whatever. Somebody dropped it off. It's in a Prime box, but it's not from Prime, and really eager to see if it is exactly what I wanted it to be. This is the Kingdom Hearts Edition PlayStation 4 Pro. It's a little, I don't want to say banged up, but like, the box is a little scrunched in some corners. The seal appears to be factory. There's no ghosted marks that would indicate that it was heat gunned. The bottom of the box also, I think, is fine. We'll find out. I'm really skeptical because today's date is December 4th, 2020. I'm skeptical because these were going for like $900+ on eBay for the last year or two since it came out. When it was announced at E3 with Kingdom Hearts 3, I was like, well, I don't have a PS4. I've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 since like 2005. And so I was like, well, that's the ticket. Get this, I have the game, has the system, etc., etc., etc. And it was just impossible to find them. The pre-order sold out like instantaneously. And so I, much like the Nintendo Classic and the Super Nintendo Classic, I figured somebody had just scalped them all up, and I figured it just. I'm sure that the gold ticket just made the chocolate taste terrible, and so I figured somebody has a bunch of these in a warehouse somewhere, and they're just trying to sell them for big bucks while they can. And I remember when the Nintendo Classic came out, I saw folks like. After it was reissued, or the second batch came in, I saw folks that had like piles of them that just couldn't sell them out fast enough because now I could go to Target and buy one, and I did. Same with the Super Nintendo Classic. And so, yeah. I picked this guy up for $580 on eBay, listed as new and as a US model. A lot of the models I saw that were of a decent price were Japan models, which will work in the US, but the menu buttons are a bit backwards because Japan is different in that regard. And also, I just wanted a US one because I didn't want to have to worry about any kind of region anything, even though I know they're supposedly region free. And so, yeah, that being said, I'm going to cut it open and make sure that it is what it's supposed to be. Because the guy that sold this to me had like more than 10, as eBay said. So I feel like I came across a person that had bought a bunch of them. And now that the PS5 is out and they're fulfilling orders, I feel like the value on these was going to drop. And it looks like it did. Even some of the other sellers were listing them, a couple $100 cheaper than they were listing them before. And so I'm just kind of going over and, taking a couple photos that the seal is unbroken when I'm doing this, in case I get in there and it's not what it's supposed to be. I can tell the seller, hey, you didn't sell me what you were supposed to. This is supposed to come with the system, the controller, the game, and a voucher for I think the voucher is supposed to have maybe some of this stuff, and I think it's supposed to have Kingdom Hearts, the story so far, but the content voucher expired earlier this year, which also probably put a dent in the value. But honestly, I'm not that upset about that. I really wanted the hardware more than anything. And I already have a copy of Kingdom Hearts 3 despite not having a PlayStation 4 because I waited so long. I was going to buy it on release day. It only seemed fair. So I'm just going to cut the seal, make sure everything is in the box, take things out one at a time, and see what is going on inside the box. Now, I think this is like my PS3 when I bought it, in which case, like this is just kind of like a wrapper almost that they wrap around a PS box. I still have the one for my PS3. And so I'm going to stick this to the side. Now there is a SKU here, PlayStation 4 Pro Limited Edition Bundle, CUH-7215B. And it lists its contents: PlayStation 4 Pro console, DualShock 4 wireless controller, Kingdom Hearts 3 Blu-ray disc. Digital content voucher expires January 29th, 2020. A mono headset, HDMI cable, AC power cord, USB cable, and printed materials. So that's what we should expect to find in this box. Now this is not factory sealed. This box, it just got typical cardboard tabs. Let's take a quick look here. Your mono headset. Mono headset. Here's your DualShock 4 controller. It is the PS or the Kingdom Hearts edition. It's got like an embossed, glossed area on this touchpad. It's also like a piano black gloss. And it's got all white buttons, which I do kind of really dig. I haven't really held the PS4 controller that much. And, ooh, that's interesting. This one, it's damaged. You can see the damage here. There's like this recessed lip, where this side, it's very flush. And so, I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, it's like it took an impact on the gloss side. The matte side seems to be fine. And so I'm wondering if I just kind of, I don't want to break it, right? But I do want to fix it. It's got Phillips screws. I'll wait until after the test to make sure. That way I'm not voiding any warranty, taking anything apart. Let's look at some of the other contents. USB charge cable for the controller. It looks like it uses micro USB. HDMI cable, power cable. So we're mostly good in that regard. Let's take a quick look at some other stuff. It does look like this thing kind of did take a good tumble off the truck. Let's see, you got a PS Experience voucher. Again, all this stuff is probably expired. Some cool stickers. I don't think I've ever seen any of those come with a PlayStation before. A white, classic rainbow PlayStation sticker. Okay. And the back is the game. Again, I already have this, so I guess I'll see if I can find something to do with a second copy of it. There's a PS4 quick start guide. Your typical cardboard shells. All right, I'm sure the screen is getting decently packed here. I'm gonna take some of this stuff. I don't see the content voucher, which again, I don't need the content voucher. I'm just inherently skeptical. I'm worried that someone has been in this box. Although I've seen no real evidence of that so far. And so I'm just kind of gonna pack the box back up. Okay, we got the typical plastic sheet. There we go, look at that. Yeah, it's got a special top. It is a Pro. It's got the 3 tiers. It's got some emblems across the front. And one thing PS4s just came out when I was working at the game store, and I worked in repairs, and so I didn't really handle a lot of PS4s. But the feet on this are actually cross, triangle, square, circle buttons, which is kind of neat. And so, yeah, it's got this like faux leather texture. I don't have anything to compare it to, which is probably not ideal. It's got physical buttons for power and eject. I know some PlayStations have like touch buttons. It is slot loading, which I'm not a big fan of, but that's how all PS4s were. Most of the PS3s, the Super Slim has got the disc tray, which I do like. But yeah, so far, it's all here. Whatever kind of damage this setup took, I feel like the system didn't sustain any kind of damage as far as I can tell. The thing is plastic, so I don't know how much. I don't know how much of this just is going to feel plasticky versus how much of it might have been damaged and whatever caused the controller to get damaged. But yeah, as far as I can tell, part one, everything is here. That's good news. I'm going to probably take it downstairs, boot it up, and make sure everything is fine, and go from there. But when it comes down to the system itself, yeah, I think it looks like I got a decent deal on it. When it comes down to the price, I guess I paid $580 for it. I don't know that you can get a PS4 Pro right now. The PS5 I think is $500. I'm not a big console gamer, which in and of itself means I probably shouldn't have bought yet another console. But the series means something to me. I also have NHL 17 because Vladimir Tarasenko is on the cover, and I had to have that. I could probably find a couple other things to do with this box. I'll probably end up playing through the old Kingdom Hearts again and the PS4 remaster. And so I think when they were either discontinued or COVID hit and they became difficult to find, PS4 Pros were going for about $400. I think the game, a modern game costs like $60, and so even though I'm not going to get that back out of it, I think if you went and bought it today, it wouldn't cost $60. I'm still factoring that in at $60. I'm not paying a huge premium over what it would have cost brand new. I think this package originally cost like $500, if I remember right. It's tough to say because I don't know that a price was revealed outside of retailers, and any retailer that had it sold out so quickly. And a lot of those retailers online don't list the price once it's sold out. I didn't do enough research before filming this video, and I'm sorry. So yeah, I know I paid a little bit of a scalper's price, but I'm glad I didn't pay $1,000 or $900 for a unit I will play a couple games on. And so, yeah, that's just kind of how it goes. And I'm glad that I waited until it looked like these things were starting to drop in value among the scalpers to buy one. I want to look for that part number, but I don't think I'll find it. Oh, there it is, CUH7215B. It's exactly what is on the outside of the box. And yeah, so I'm going to get this thing booted up and make sure everything's fine. And overall, I think we'll go from there. All right, I just got the everything plugged in. The controller will be charging presumably as soon as I turn it on. Sony has typically been silly about that, but I just got it plugged it into where my PS3 was, if I understand correctly. And so, got the beep, blue light. Excuse my camera work here. PS logo is loading up. The controller is charging. My TV recognizes it as PlayStation 4. And yeah, let's sit here for a minute and see what it does. Sound is coming through my home stereo just fine, and as far as I can tell, everything's fine. Well, I guess there you have it. Everything's fine. I haven't had any issues. Yeah, this is a really cool bundle. Like I said, I waited for this game for a long time. I got the PS3 right before the PS5 or 4 came out, so getting the PS4 right after the 5 came out doesn't really bother me at all. The price was a bit high given technology, but also, like, you know what? I wanted this when it came out. I couldn't get it. That was 2 years ago when I finally got it. So I now have enough Blu-ray players in my home theater setup to just watch 3 Star Wars films without having to get off the couch. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I guess sometimes you gotta trust that things are what they are. But it never hurts to be skeptical when dealing with these things, and so yeah, if you're in the market for a PS4 Pro Kingdom Hearts edition, they're on eBay. I paid $580 for mine, and I guess that's what they're going for. If I paid for it, maybe you can wait a little bit longer. Maybe you can buy a used one. Maybe you're fine with the Japanese one. I just really wanted this article of Kingdom Hearts merch, and I got it. And so I'm looking forward to playing through the Kingdom Hearts re-releases on PS4, as well as Kingdom Hearts 3 finally. But I think before I play Kingdom Hearts 3, I do need to spend the time and go through and really play the games leading up to it. But yeah, I guess that's been my unboxing video. I don't really do a lot of these. I might do some more in the future. If you liked what you saw, I can't guarantee you'll see a lot more of it. But thanks for swinging by anyway, and we'll catch you in the next video.